Hello there, Reason users, PoohBear here, and welcome to my channel. And today we're going to be making ourselves a nice, quick, basic pad sound. To be honest, I'm actually going to be doing a little bit of experiment with a few new devices which I'm playing with to see if I can make my recordings any quicker or not. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is actually zoom in. So here we go. Next thing I'm going to need myself a Europa, so I'm going to pull myself a Europa up. Hey, there we go. Then what I'm going to do is reset the device. So let's actually zoom in so you can see what I'm actually doing. So it's going to right click and we're going to do reset device. I think the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to want a saw, because saws are absolutely great for doing sort of string sounds. I'm going to bring my octave down on this particular one, and I'm going to detune it ever so slightly. So I'm going to actually make two sawtooths, and then I'm going to put the other one, tune it up a bit, and then they're pulsed together, because that's what we want. I'm not going to actually play with any unison today. I'm going to put some filter on, give it a little bit of drive. We're going to have to come and play with some of these settings. I'm actually going to be using envelope number 2 to control this, so I'll have that. Here's going to be an interesting one. I'm going to pull the amp gain all the way down, the attack decay all the way down, sustain is going to be fully up, and I'm going to want the release about, I don't know, 10 seconds. That'll do. Because I'm actually going to be controlling that with one of the multi-stage envelopes, because that hasn't got a long enough throw and it only goes up to like 5 seconds, and I want a lot longer for what I'm experimenting with. So one of the first things I need to also do, as I said, I'm going to copy oscillator number 1 to oscillator number 2. So I'm going to come into my little program, I'm going to go copy, and I'm going to go paste. And as you can see, I've pasted it across, so that's nice and easy. So let's come down here. Let's first of all do this particular envelope. I'm just going to straighten it up a little bit. And we're going to have it coming, dipping down. I'm going to have the sustain point about here. I'm going to push it up. So that's just going to make the... What we're going to do is we're going to have this, obviously this is attached to the frequency, and I'm going to bring the time right down. So it's going to be a slow opening of the frequency, then it's going to close it up a bit, and then it's going to open it up again when we release it. But we're going to actually do some stuff with it actually down at this mode here. We're also going to do envelope number, I'm going to do envelope number 3. I was going to do number 1, but an envelope number 3 happens to be there already in the matrix. I'm just being lazy. So we're going to do virtually the same sort of thing. I suppose the only difference is actually we only need that, and we don't need that. And again, we're going to make this really slow. In fact, I might speed it up in a second so we can just hear what's going on quickly, but let's leave it like that. So as I said, envelope number 3, destination, well, we're going to affect the gain over here, so that's going to be full amount. Cool. Now I'm going to take LFO number 2. I'm going to push up a bit of speed. So I'm going to give this a bit of movement. I'm going to have full delay on it. So with LFO number 2, I am going to control the frequency up here as well. I'm only going to control it a little bit, so I'm just going to give it just a little bit. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take LFO number 3, and I'm going to slow that right down, as slow as possible. And if we go in here and want LFO, there we go, I want rate 2. So I am going to take this and I'm going to affect the rate of LFO2, which is obviously affecting the rate of the frequency. So let's bring that down a bit. It's about there. And let's see if we can actually hear anything what we've got. Need to set the sustain. And I can hear the busy. That's what I need. Yeah, so that one sustains with there. That's great. That's going to sustain up there. So far, that's all sounding quite good. So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm actually going to add myself a reverb. And I'm going to do that again from my tablet. Bosh. So there we go. I've actually pulled up an RP, Rob Papa Ben's reverb, and there's actually a rather nice one up here. Here we go, ambient and some of them, that's what I want. Click OK, bosh. So cool. So let's actually zoom out. As he says, we've got can see what's going on there. Brilliant. And so the next bit is I'm just going to have a little bit of fun. By the way, there's nothing in the sequencer, but I'm going to be running the sequencer because we're going to play along to this little video. Bye for now.